into all of this. Anita, 3 kids. Betty, Seashell, Dallas, mwah. Donna. Did you guys connect for email addresses? Faye Z, Senwa, Terry, and Yard Sharon. Let's go back out and pop my chat out. Bring it on home to me. Yeah. And put it on. Make sure you're on live chat, not top chat. I'm having a rough day. I've been having a rough few days. I'm still in a lot of pain, but I'm still in a lot of pain. And I'm still not, it's really, really, really hard to remain all so joyful, jolly, when everything else encroaches. It really is encroaching on my life. So give me 5 minutes to rant, and then I will elevate us out of it. Do you see this? What does that say? The list in order of necessity. You know why it says that? Because my husband keeps telling me to put shit on the list. So, the list. Fix the stove burners. Because those little aluminum pie plates that Nancy put in the bottom of them are starting to degrade, and they're starting to cut me. Make the island electrically functional. Because right now it's a big, beautiful stainless steel table. That's all it is. Clean the chimney and cap, because I'm having a hard time keeping the fire going, because the chimney, we've been burning a lot of birch. And get that other stove out, because if I rip one more pair of pants on the handle of that old $40 stove, I'm going to lose it. Now, what you don't see on the bottom of this list, but is on the list that is on the fridge and went floating down the stairs to Howie's dungeon, says, failure to complete at least the first 2 items on this list by the new year may result in a wildcat walkout. And when I say wildcat walkout, I'm not talking about running away from home. I'm just talking about running away from housework. All I will do, because it is all this crap, all these things are interfering with my ability to do my job on YouTube every day. It's messing with my ability to bring you guys videos every day, right? So I'm ticked, and I'm fine until I cut my finger on the stove that should have been fixed months ago, right? So there. Now you know why the ruby slippers and the witch's feet are just waiting to take off. Oh, yeah. Like, he's doing the shopping today, right? And he said, well, maybe you could do the shopping. And I said, we're now a red zone. I can't go in. I can't take Mom anywhere. We get pulled over, we're screwed. $6,000 fine. So I'm not taking Mom anywhere. Even though she was here when it became an orange zone, I don't want to run that risk, right? So he said, no problem, I'll do the shopping. Now he's bitching. Now, earlier today, it's like, oh, well, I got to get this done. I said, don't forget the dog food. He said, well, you can go shopping. I said, no, I can't. No, I can't. So, it's my 5 minutes up yet, almost. So I said to him, I phoned him and I at lunch, and I said, why don't you throw a couple of frozen pizzas on that list? I'll do that for supper, because tomorrow I'm going to lighten things up a bit. And he goes, and there was just this dead silence. He knows I'm listening to the silence. And I said, or do you want macaroni and cheese with bacon? Because I had I didn't promise I was going to make macaroni and cheese with broccoli and bacon and onions in the oven, which is in there right now. But I realized I'm running out of time. And so I said, well, why don't you just throw a couple of frozen pizzas on there, because I'm running out of time. And then there was just dead silence. I said, Fine, I will make the macaroni and cheese. He said, thank you. It's like, guess who's going on friggin' strike? My kitchen is not functional. It is not properly functional. Every time I need to use Sam, I have to reorganize that counter to fit not only Sam, but the camera. Why? Because I can't do Sam on my island because he doesn't have an electrical outlet and I can't use it with an extension cord. And I'm cutting myself on a stove that I have to constantly watch, that I'm supposed to cook Christmas dinner on, that's not functioning properly. 5:46. Excuse me for running over. Honeydew list gets done. Well, that's the thing too, is I said to him, I phoned him and I said, listen. And I said to him, excuse me, when I talked, because I've talked to him a couple of times today. I said, listen, I phoned him back and I said, if you want to leave the groceries till tomorrow. No, I don't want to do that, because I was going to explain. We're going to this Magic of Lights thing in tomorrow. And we're going to be out of here at like 3 p.m. So I thought, well, what if we leave early, do our shopping, put it all in the back of the truck, right? And go through our thing and then come home, right? It might make it easier so that he doesn't have to do the shopping today, that I could help him with it tomorrow, right? And he said, no. I have my day planned. He has his day set out. You know what his day planned up until, and this is what upsets me more than anything. Okay? How he's in that damn barn almost all weekend long, if he's not doing something else. But he's in that barn almost all weekend. We only have his mom here for 2 weeks. I'm stuck in my office working more than usual because nothing in my house is working functionally. So it takes me twice as long to get stuff done, twice the energy. Okay. So I'm stuck in here working, and Howie comes home from work and he spends a half an hour downstairs watching the news because I won't let him watch it upstairs. He has a shower. We get him for maybe 2 hours a night, and he spends the rest of the weekend in the garage, in the barn. Guess what he's working on? He's getting work done. Oh, I gotta get this done. No, you don't. It's Christmas. Kick the race car shit to the curb for the 2 fucking weeks that your mother's here, and be a son. It's bad enough I'm not, you folks know, I'm not putting out half the videos I normally do right now. Why? Because my kitchen's not functional, and that would mean me spending all my time in this office, except for when I'm filming. That means I get no time for mom. You know what I mean? So this was really upsetting me. Hey, Ginger Gargoyle. All right. Now, anybody in the mood for Festivus Friday? Because I'm not. Oh, yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Okay, so did anybody hear me say I'm not in the mood for Festivus today? Let's get me in the mood. Of course not, Cindy Glass. No. No. My space bar is not working. No, never mind. It's just so. Mary Jane's up visiting family in. No, Jeremy, I'm not. No, Jeremy, I'm not. No, Jeremy, I'm not answering the phone right now. Okay. Mary Jane's up in Bancroft with her sister, her foster sister, and I phoned her because I can only my time. I usually phone her in the morning and at night when I get up and when I go to bed. Catch up on her days. But because she's in Bancroft, the timing's different. I have to phone her between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. So I phoned her, and you know, she's not also jolly, joyful, right? And then I get a little video from my sister watching, my watching her granddaughter put the star on the tree, and she didn't seem too all joyful, jolly. And I'm thinking these are wasted. We're all wasting opportunities for joy because we're not getting it the way we want it. And I'm trying so hard to pull myself out of that negative crap. Okay? Because I'm the one who's trying to tell everybody to seize every moment of joy that you can. And I don't mean seize, external joy. I mean seize the authentic joy that comes from spending time with your loved ones and doing things for the holidays. But every time I turn around, somebody's being negative, whether it's on the phone or with my plans or me just trying to function through things that are going on now. And I seem to be the only one who's trying to keep my friggin' joy on. You know what I mean? I keep removing the door frame around my bathroom as I go around the corner because it's just sitting there, not nailed in. Thank you. Mindy Van Houten, prayers for my daughter, please. She passed out at school yesterday and hit her head, seeing a cardiologist next month. I hope they've done a CAT scan and an MRI. They don't want to wait till next month to find out why she passed out. My niece Amanda has been diagnosed. She's a teacher. She's been diagnosed with COVID-19 and she's scared, and I don't blame her. But the thing is the reality is she's 99.9% chance she'll be absolutely fine. So why should anybody dump fear on her? And what makes it worse is she's got to go through it alone at home with her cats, right? So everywhere I turn, this is the negative crap that the world, and I'm not talking about people, I'm talking about the energies that are going on right now. All right? There's a lot of negative energy and I'm feeling it. So it is time. Don't forget you're only human. It's good for you to share your feelings about all the negative energy. Good therapy. Never keep it bottled up. Thank you, Brigitte. And, I talked to Briar and it's like, well, I'm working on Christmas Day in Kaz. I said, oh, that's great. What time? And he said, what time? And I said, great. You'll be here for Christmas Eve. He said, I don't know. I don't know. We may have roadblocks. I said, but like I get the first thing Mary Jane says to me is, you got roadblocks. And I said, no, I don't. What are you talking about? Yeah, I saw it on the news. They're shutting down. I said, no, Mary Jane. We're in a red zone, which means there's going to be more police presence in places like malls and big box stores and restaurants. If there's any allowed open, all Quebec restaurants are closed except for anything except takeout. All right. I said, she said, well, I saw it on the news. And I said, well, then you saw it wrong. I said, because Howie crossed over into Ontario today to go to work like he does every day. And if there had been a checkpoint or a border crossing or anything stupid, he would have told me so. Granny, you got my card, my Christmas brighter. Oh, thank you, Rennie. Who's Mary Jane? Well, there's Mary Jane Weeds, who's a Facebook or is a YouTube family member, and then there's Mary Jane, my cousin. Oh, Bevy Crockpot. Haven't heard that in a few weeks. Hey, Cindy. Bev at work, I'll be lurking. Okay, you lurk a lot, Kim. So I've got supper in the oven. The macaroni and cheese casserole with onions and broccoli and white sauce and grated cheddar cheese. Oh, by the way, I used Sam to grate a pound of cheese. Oh, okay, 3/4 of a pound of cheddar cheese. And he didn't even hesitate. So, working good. Hey, Andrew, Callum McLeod from the Clan. No, it's Connor McLeod from the Clan McLeod. Connor McLeod from the Clan McLeod. Highlander is fictitious. No one is immortal. Life is for the living. That's my mantra. So, I'm charging up the boombox. I've charged up my stereo. Seems like every time I need a pickup, I open my tablet to YouTube and poof, here's Bev doing a live stream. I feel blessed. Well, I'm sorry that I was grouchy, but I got it out of my system. Mom, sorry I was grouchy. Because Mom heard my rant when it was like, rah! Mom heard my rant. Because it's all it takes is me functioning for days, me needing things to be done so that I can make the most of my Christmas time. But I spend half my time rearranging crap so I can get stuff done. And then I get a little cut on a stove that, on a burner that I asked Howie 2 weeks ago, can you fix this? If you just, all I need for him to do is take, the burners on this stupid Whirlpool stove. There's usually a ring, and then there's a burner bowl that sits inside the ring, and then you put the burner in and it clamps down in. The ring and the plate are one piece on this stupid thing. And the bowl plate is so thin that it's rotted through with rust in 4 years. Okay. So I wanted to replace the burners from the old 40-year-old stove to the one on my stove, and they'll fit. They're the right burners. But guess what? The plates won't fit in because the rings are separate. And there's one little piece on the bowl that Howie has to cut out, and it's enameled. It's metal and enameled. I said, can you cut a piece out of that? And he said, yes. I said, if you can cut a piece out of each one of those burner bowls, he said, Bev, I'm a body man. I said, okay. I said, then you can cut those out, bring them in, give them to me, and I will fix the stove. I will do it. You know what I mean? Then I cut my finger on the aluminum pie plate, like the disposable pie plates that are supporting my burners are now starting to cave, and they're starting to cut me when I was wiping the stove. I cut myself. Progress, not perfection. Absolutely. Oh, thank you, Susan. So, I mean, there's that. Oh, and so my last, I accidentally hung up on him when I phoned him at 3:45 because he gets off at 4. Remember, he's getting off, then he's going shopping. So I phoned him again at 3:45 to remind him not to forget my muffler tape, which I have been asking for since the spring, because I cracked the shield on my new wave oven, which I use all summer long and all winter long, which I can't use right now because there's no plug on my island for my Sam, where normally is where my New Wave sits. I have to rotate crap around every time I go to use something. So I phoned him at 3:45 because he told me on Monday, every day this week. Oh, I forgot it on my toolbox. So I phoned him at 3:45 and I said, don't forget the muffler tape. He said, I've already forgotten it. I'm at the store. I hung up. It's like, shh. You know what I mean? I used to have a gas range and I loved it. Since we moved, I haven't got one. I really miss cooking and baking with it. Well, you know what? I may get my generator and propane before Howie gets his garage. Because I've been working really, really hard to give him everything he needs to have his joy, which is racing. He's working really hard. He's making extra money to pay for that. Okay? But it's happening at the expense of my work is being treated as lesser important than his work on that racing car. Now, I know he's working on somebody else's stuff to pay for the motor that is being rebuilt. But that's playtime. That is, I don't care if you consider that work. It's not making any money. It's not going to bring in any money. It's just going to make your playtime more fun. That shouldn't take precedence over my chimney needing to be cleaned again because I'm burning a lot of birch and it's getting hard to draw. That my island needs to be electrified so that I can actually do cooking videos more than once a week. Oh, I've lost the entire Christmas season, right? Fix the burners on my stove. I'm not going to cook Christmas dinner till they're fixed. There's the solution. So I made the list and I put it on the fridge. And then I floated one down the basement stairs. Come to the race car widow group. There is one? Hire an electrician and let it go. No stress. Are you kidding me? Do you know what it takes? Do you know what it would take to get an electrician in this house? Bar COVID. Bar Christmas. Are you kidding me? You can't. This is Quebec. I'd be lucky to get an electrician here by spring. And then it would cost me 3-5 times what it's going to cost Howie to do it. And Howie can do it in a half a day. There's a color-coded list on the fridge. Welcome to the Race Car Widow group. Hey, Jessica Pierce. Well, I mean, I get it, right? I mean, how long did I wanted a little chicken coop. Wanted a little chicken coop. And I said, all it needs to be is like a doghouse where I can lift up the roof and take the eggs out. And then the yard gets built all the way around it in front of the garage. Why in front of the garage? Because to get into that chicken yard, it's a hill. It's a hill. And then when it rains, it gets slick. And then I got to walk in that yard and I fall in the mud. So if it's put on level ground in front of the yard, I could have looked after my chickens all summer long. But he did the job to what he thought would do. I'm tired of making fucking do. I'm tired of the things that are important to me being less than. There's always bribery. Oh, I tried that. Remember? I paid him to clean. He's done some really good jobs. My pantry, I paid him $50 to reorganize my pantry. He did an amazing job. But the more he gets into this, the less I see of him, the less his mother sees of him. It's Christmas. Mom's here for 2 weeks. Yeah, go shopping. but you can leave the race car shit alone until the new year. You got 4 days off over Christmas. Pretty sure you'll spend all of that in the barn. All right, it's time for me to get rid of the, banish this negativity. Okay. Exactly, Mary Peltier. The way to a man's heart is through his stomach. This meal is the last meal I'm cooking on that stove or with that new wave until they're fixed. Guess what? He didn't bring home the muffler tape this weekend. Good thing. Okay, so what we're doing tomorrow. Hey, Skippy. Yeah, that's right. The way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Well, the way to a woman's heart is so that she can have a functioning kitchen so she can feed that stomach. Big breeze of positive coming your way. Okay. Oh, Shell, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry for that. You have my condolences, and give my condolences to the rest of your family, too. The worlds are turning towards a solution. You bet the bloody earth they are. They're turning. That's why I'm not even speaking right now. The planets are aligning. And when the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars. Oh, you made my whipped shortbread today. They look amazing. Oh, they're so good. I made pound cake yesterday. Oh, Ribby! Happy Festivus! Thank you. It's coming. It's coming. Supper is in the oven. And in 15 minutes, I got to go take the cover off it to let the bacon crisp up. Is he depressed? I don't know. It's not like I have any time to talk to him. We're not even sleeping in the same bedroom right now. So the 2 hours I get in the evening are the only 2 hours we get. Venting is good. Happy to listen. It's okay. We're all friends here. Well, tape note on Howie's steering wheel. No. That would mean me having put on my coat and my boots and tape something to his steering wheel that he's just going to forget about by the end of the day. Yeah, so anyway. I have more presents to wrap. Tomorrow. Okay, let's go click. Oh, Mary, thank you. If you can, let's sing Aquarius. I'll try. Okay. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, and peace will guide the planets, and love will steer the stars. You ready? This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius. Aquarius. Knowledge and understanding. There you go. You got your Aquarius. So yeah, I make him lunch. And supper. And breakfast when he's here. But he's sleeping downstairs, but I made sure he has everything he needs down there. My kitchen's not functional. Isolating is my depression tendency, but I can't get time alone. Well, maybe your depression tendency is something you shouldn't do, right? Uh, I've missed a few lives. Rachel, how are you, darling? Make it light lunch day. Note only. I love how you think, Dallas. Thank you so much, very much for the tips, folks. So anyway, oh, you're making my can of cheese ball. Oh, I hope you remembered to get cream cheese. Yeah. What I'm going to do tomorrow is obviously Howie's working in the garage all morning. I have to get some baking done because, oh, that's right. I have to make up a tray for him to take into work for his coworkers. Oh, and I have to make some canna stuff for a couple of his co-work friends. Gee, I wonder how I'm going to do that in a functioning kitchen, non-functioning kitchen. I'm just being a bit of a bitch, folks. So tomorrow we're going to, it's called the Magic of Lights. Now, if I will put the, I'll give you, Cindy, if you're here, can you put the Magic of Lights thing there? It's something that happens all over North America, right? However, we have one in Canada, and I've told you about this yesterday. It's a campground that does a whole drive-through Christmas light display thing. Thank you, Terry. No kitchen equals no tray for work. Exactly. So I said to Howie, I said, well, we'll go and we'll get some, because I budgeted for it. We'll go and we'll get some takeout, and because there's a lineup to get in, because they can only let so many people in. And then, so if someone takes a really long time stopping and taking pictures and stuff, it makes the line go slower. I guess. I don't know. But I phoned. It said you can order your tickets online. So I phoned the campground where it takes place, and I pressed one for events, and it said everything's closed due to COVID. And I went, well, that's bull, because we just saw it last Saturday, right? When we were coming from bringing in. So red potatoes were 97 cents, 5 pounds. Couldn't pass up the good deal. Oh, 80 bags? You mean 8 bags, right? You mean 8 bags, right? Because that's 400 pounds of potatoes, lady. That's 400 pounds of potatoes, Rachel. So I said, we'll get some burgers. And Howie goes, well, what? He said, why? Let's forget the burgers. And I went, because I'm thinking he's going to ask me to cook, right? He said, he had a really good suggestion. He said, we'll get some fish and chips at the Royal Oak. The Royal Oak makes halibut beer battered fish and chips, and they are amazing. You saw me do the video on them. So we're leaving here, I guess, at about 3 or 4. And then I'm going to phone before we leave and have our order ready. And we just pick it up, swipe the card, and then we head out to Canada to do our thing. So no cooking tomorrow. But I was going to be doing baking all morning. And I said to Howie, like I said, why don't we go shopping before we go to the thing? And then it's all over and we come home. He goes, no, because I'm working all day Saturday. I said, no, you're not. We're going to the thing. Well, yeah, but. So I'm supposed to do my snowballs. I'm waiting for him to bring home the rest of the icing sugar. I'm supposed to do snowballs. I'm supposed to do at least 2 more kinds of cookies. And his solution is to hand me an extension cord. So gave me a plate of food, always grateful. Oh, Malka, that's wonderful. I only see my hubby 2 hours a night too. Weekends he goes hunting, so I don't see him then either. Well, normally, we spend our evenings in front of the TV, which we do. But he has to come home and shower and change, and if he wants to watch the news, which I can't see why he can't listen to the news all day long at work on the radio and all the way to and from work, right? So, it will be magical. And folks, I'm going to live stream it to the best of my ability. Now, it's going to be joggy and all over the place because I'm going to be riding in the passenger side of the car. No, you can't get out of the vehicle. but I'm going to do my best to live stream the magic of lights. And oh, see, there's the joy I'm starting to feel. And what we're going to do is we're going to put out when I'm live streaming it, I'm going to ask you guys to put some of your positive energy into those lights. It won't make them glow any brighter, but it might amplify our intention, right? You know what I mean? My hubby restricted to news on computer only with a headset on. Yeah, you know, and it's how he's like, well, is dinner ready? I'm going to go down and watch the news. And he'll stay down there unless I call him up. So I can see the blue cloth behind the tree. I see the tree and the red curtain. My sight keeps on getting better. I love my ophthalmologist. Oh, Sherry, that's great news. Just don't overstrain your eyes, okay? So remember, this weekend there is no there's no reading of Little House Live. However, on Sunday, the 21st, did we agree on a time? Oh, I can smell it. I have to go take the tin foil off. Did we agree on a time? Can we talk about a time which is the best time to read on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights for the Christmas Carol? I will be right back. Oh. How you doing, Mommy? You warm enough? Yeah. Oh, the fire's doing good. Oh, you got a tea? Yeah. I have to take the foil off of this. Foil off of supper, so that the bacon will brown up on top. Oh, yummy! That's gonna be so delicious. It's so dark in here. Huh? Oh, well, there you go. Supper's starting to smell good. Well, I had to take the foil off because I put strips of bacon. This is what I made for supper. I need to drive to see the lights. Oh yeah, Ribby, it's going to be wonderful. And then after that, we're going to go through I'm going to take off the live and we're going to go through downtown to show Mom all the lights that they light up Ottawa really beautifully at this time. Hey, Pam, how's it going, sweetheart? So anyway, after that, I'll live stream again if I can get decent angles, and I'll show you what Ottawa does for downtown. And it's going to drive Howie nuts because I'm going to play Christmas music in the car. And I have only played Christmas music in this room and once while Mom and I were decorating the tree. So it's just, I can't, between him and Briar and half the people in my family, it's like they're all a bunch of downers. Seriously, dude, lighten up. I looked at my sister and I said, you got to spend time with your new granddaughter and two of your sons. What's not to be thrilled about? You know what I mean? We have a couple of housing developments that are all done up and tune in the radio to hear the music. Oh, wow. I hope they do that. You know what? That would be something I would love to do, right? Let's just pretend for a minute that I own the farm all around me. I would have a wonderland. I would actually probably do something like that. I would really love to do something like that. And it would be a drive-through thing, right? I will be missing Monday streaming because I have 2 doctor's appointments. Please keep me in your thoughts and prayers and everyone. Okay, Ahmad, but I will be reading the Christmas Carol on Sunday night and Monday night and Tuesday night and Wednesday night. Did anybody pick a time? Does anybody pick a time? What's the best time? I have great news. I walked half a block to Patricia Furia. Oh, a half a block? Oh, That's awesome, sweetheart. And I got today I did the recipe book, and I did a little story behind it because there's going to be a lot of people who don't know what I'm talking about. So that's tomorrow's video. All right. Oh, that's such wonderful news, Patricia. Back to Love and Heats Up. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right? So it almost feels personal, like everywhere we turn, the negativity is trying to knock us off our pins. But oh, that is the best news I could have had today. Patricia Furia, God bless you. Thank you. Did you get my card and recipes? Pretty sure I did. If I haven't, they will be added, because you know what? That book that I was pasting them into, I got room for tons more. Tons more. Oh, that's such awesome news. You'll be fine, Ahmad. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Oh, you shouldn't. You shouldn't be nervous. Like I said, my niece Amanda has COVID-19, and she's scared, and I don't blame her, because she's got to sit at home alone and go through it alone. Well, I'm here to say she's going to be fine. She's going to feel like shit. She's going to feel like she's got the crud, but she's going to be fine. Right? Bev, you are one talented dame. We applaud you. For what? Well, she feels like she's got the flu, I guess. Just watch the Christmas Chronicles Part 1. I don't want to hear about Christmas Chronicles Part 2. Grandson made shortbread. He is only 5 years old. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Uh-oh. Somebody's here. Somebody is here. Hello. Hi. Come here. What's the matter? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, my goodness. Merry Christmas to Gracie. Oh, Gracie. Did you guys see the decorating the tree? Did you see how excited she was when Howie brought it in the house? She's like, oh my God, Christmas is coming. I'm going to get a new monkey. What did I say? Did I let the cat out of the bag? Oh no. I think I let the cat out of the bag. Does he want a treat? What do you say? Say please. Say please. What? Say it. You have to say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. Oh, very delicately done, darling. Gracie makes me smile. Gracie makes me smile. So, always. She knew that word. Absolutely. No, she knows what the Christmas tree means. I'm not saying she knows what it means intellectually, like what it would mean to us. Right? But she knows when the tree comes in the house, she gets all excited because she knows. Did you see her grab her monkey paw? God, I'm so excited. She knows. And you've seen it on video. She opens her own presents, and she knows which ones are hers. My baby girl. Yeah, I know I said monkey. She just, right? Got to get her new monkey, because she gets a monkey every year for Christmas, and she knows it. I honestly think she works really, really hard at destroying these chew guard, tough guard things so that she can get a new one every year. Because right around September, October, the monkey lost a leg, then it lost the other leg, which is a leg and an arm that kind of pulls through. It's all in one piece. And then she gave it a lobotomy, and now we can't find it anywhere. There's the only thing left is a paw. The monkey's paw. Hey, Ken, how are you, darling? How are you? So, have you seen the fish that looks alive? Oh, for cats. I actually thought of getting that for Rufus and Duran, my grandcats. I know I just said it, okay? Just let's move on from here. For cats and dogs. Oh, no, Gracie would destroy it in a heartbeat. Gracie would destroy it in a heartbeat. So, you know what? For cats and dogs. Oh, no, she'd kill it. I can only give her stuff that has Chew Guard technology. If you want it to last any more than 10 minutes. We have given her ducks, that we got at Cabela's, and they're all really tough and all that stuff. And she's like, gone. Squirrels. Oh, God, forget the squirrel. She barked the other day, and I said, what the hell is she barking at? Because I know the tone of her bark that says, hey, what's that? That's mine. I want that. And it's like, what? I've already given her a treat. I go out and look, and there's the tennis ball. Now let's talk about the tennis ball. The tennis ball, the thing on Facebook that says, oh, here's the greatest toy for your dog, and the dog runs and it brings the tennis ball and it drops it in and it shoots it out, and you order it for like $15.99, or it's the freaking ball. It's not the thing. It's the ball. It's the most expensive tennis ball I've ever bought. And she saw it up on the bookshelf, so I gave it to her. Thinking, she can't hurt that. It felt like India rubber, okay? I vacuumed the rug. I got everything beautiful. This is the day before we go to pick up Nancy. Chewed that tennis ball up in 10 minutes, all over the freshly vacuumed rug. I was presented with my grandchild, a Chihuahua. Only one I'm getting, apparently. Well, not to sound like a conspiracy theorist. Now, let's just drop that altogether. I'm not going to talk about vaccines and infertility or anything like that. I'm just not going to. But Arthur and Mel better have a baby soon, because I'm going bug shit crazy. I'm making quilts for cats. Have you tried Kong? Ooh, yes, I should get some Kong. My dog thinks it's her job to keep the squirrels out of the yard. Oh, and the squirrels do love to bait the dogs, don't they? They call it dog baiting. And they'll wait right there until the dog creeps up and gets with it, and then boom, they're up a tree. They laugh at the dogs. Oh, the little buggers. No. So I'm making doggy grows, not baby grows. Oh my gosh. Non-profit quilts for cats. They loved it too. Apparently, Rufus, Dern's the one who had the broken leg, and he's still he was the one who was all rolling on it. Dern was like, I got this. And apparently he drooled all over it. It was covered in drool, the quilt. All right, Dallas. Reminds me of the Chipmunks and Pluto. Mem shows it's the same thing. The squirrels bait the dogs. They do, and then they laugh at them. And if the dogs would only, squirrels, dogs need to be more like cats in this respect. The cats just look at them and go, I'll stick with mice, thank you. I can catch mice. And mice don't have needle-sharp teeth this long that they have to constantly gnaw on stuff to wear their teeth down. Thank you, Noreen from Noreen's Kitchen. So, anyway. Supper's going to be ready in about 20 minutes. And I'm going to sit down and I'm going to dish some up. And then I'm going to start Festivus. Well, I have to wait for Howie to get home so I can put the groceries away. because I gave him a really big list. It was a double-sided list. Okay. So, reminds me, when is Freaky Friday? It's not Freaky Friday today, Patricia. It's Festivus Friday. Oh, hey. Hang on a second. It's Festivus Friday. They're not big enough. I can't do a fan dance. They're not big enough. It's Festivus Friday, and it will probably be as soon as Howie comes home and I put the groceries away. When the groceries are put away, then the music starts. My boombox is charging. My thing is charging somewhere between 6 and 7 o'clock, I'm going to say. The squirrels have chewed the tops of many of my privacy fence posts. Oh, that's nasty. Then they look all, Where's Joe? Is Joe Serrano here? He's always calling me Denise Richards' older aunt, right? I love Denise Richards, but I'm not fond of her character on Real Housewives. And I think I know why he calls me that. Because she has this way of wearing messy buns all the time. Somebody called her a ragamuffin. So I think it's because I'm a ragamuffin. Not my cat. She will go after squirrels and chipmunks. Oh, did I tell you that I think Gandalf is alive and well? Your bun is not messy. But half the time, it's like this thing. So, Bev, seen your video of hamburger gravy and mash-up taters. Oh, my God. Dream of Craven. Mom, remind me to look in the freezer for ground beef that's not cooked, because I want to make hamburger gravy and mashed potatoes. It's one of Mom's favorites, too. Merry Christmas, Debbie Altman. Merry Happy Ho Ho. My brother invented that term. Merry Happy Ho Ho. Festivus. Oh, it's delicious. I love it. And when I was a kid, it was hamburger gravy over mashed potatoes with peas. But Howie doesn't do peas. It's one of the few vegetables. We called that SOS, shit on a shingle. No, shit on a shingle is cream chip beef over toast or something, isn't it? Oh, Mom, I didn't get Howie to get me any liverwurst and Melba toast. I'm gonna wither away without my Christmas treats. Yes, but we use hamburger. No mash, but we use hamburger. Oh, there you go. Cream beef on toast. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're getting old, eh? Am I ever getting old? Did anybody watch that series on Netflix with Dennis Quaid, Merry Happy whatever? It's like a Carlton Card movie in 8 episodes. I loved it. I had a blast. Hey, Tina Castles. Tonight is breakfast for supper. Tonight is macaroni and cheese casserole with, oh yeah, so I was going to tell you about this. I boiled the macaroni, and then I made a roux, a white sauce, to which I added powdered mustard. Always put a little bit of powdered mustard, makes the sharp cheese taste sharper. Then I buttered my big casserole dish, and I poured half of it full of noodles, penny pasta. And then I put frozen broccoli and sliced onion, and then cheese, sharp cheddar, and then another layer of pasta, and then cheese. No, a layer of pasta, and then I poured the white sauce all over it, and then topped it with cheese, and then sliced bacon all over top. And it's been baking in the oven, and then I just went and took the foil off to brown up the bacon. Your snowballs are a hit in my house. I haven't met a house they haven't been a hit in. Honestly, I made Kraft dinner. There you go. But here in Canada, the Kraft dinner is different than the Kraft dinner in the US, eh? And this is the kind of macaroni and cheese my mother would make when we were kids, except she wouldn't put broccoli in. I don't know why. I think broccoli's an amazing thing in macaroni and cheese. Make sure my dinner is burnt from me not paying attention. Go looking then. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, everybody leave while she's gone. I love it with peas as well, but none of my kids would eat peas, so I only do green beans. I canned peas. Remember when I canned those green peas, the organic peas I got at Costco? It took us forever to eat those because Howie didn't like them. I love gypsy potatoes. Layered potatoes with onion and tomato baked all day until the tops are crisp. You mean sliced tomatoes or canned tomatoes? Send me a recipe. connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com. Now, are they sliced? Are they sliced potatoes like scalloped and sliced tomatoes and sliced onions? Because that actually sounds really good. And I will probably make that in the crock pot next summer when I get my first couple of tomatoes. Anybody find how fascinating it is that in my history on YouTube, the 11 years I've been on YouTube, okay, when I first started, homesteading and that was all the rage. And then there was prepping and all that. And then, people were making distinctions between prepping and homesteading, and how the government was saying, oh, if you have more than 2 weeks food in your house, you could be considered a domestic terrorist because you're stockpiling food, right? Oh, you can't have chickens in your backyard, but I have 5 acres. No, you can't have chickens in your backyard. But you go back to World War I and World War II, and they're telling people, if you've got a big backyard, throw 3 chickens in there, and it'll eat your kitchen scraps and give you eggs and a bird on Sunday. So we've come full circle. We're back to them encouraging people to have bitty hen houses, to put in gardens, to have pantries, to go back to the old way of doing things. In 11 years on YouTube, I've seen it come full circle. Isn't that wild? I was loving both, which is why I found you. Yeah, exactly. Sliced potatoes, sliced onions, sliced tomatoes in season. Oh, Kel. I'm going to remember that. Sliced. I wonder if I could do it with something other than tomatoes that aren't in season. Oh, but it would be so. I wonder if I could just do it with tomatoes and onion or potatoes and onion and maybe some diced tomatoes from a can. I maybe wonder if that would work. I was loving. They want everybody to lock down. And, the first thing Mary Jane said when I phoned her was, your province is all locked down, can't get in or out. I said, no, that's not true. So please, folks, I live here. Let's not talk about it. Okay? Because everywhere I turn, I'm being met with resistance. It's almost like it's a big campaign to stop everybody from being happy this year. No, I'm not saying that we need to break the rules and get together and do all the things we're not. I'm saying we shouldn't be treated like idiots. Okay? There are people who are going to break the rules and be idiots regardless. But don't punish the people that are following all the safety regulations. Okay? It's just wrong, right? Oh yeah, let's not go in there, Avonlea Ann. So let's just keep on keeping on and keep on. Okay, tell you what, I've got to go soon. But if you've got a Christmas song that you want me to sing that isn't going to make everybody cry, but it's not rocking around the Christmas tree, and do not ask me to sing All I Want for Christmas Is You, because it won't happen. And neither will Christmas shoes. Okay? Anybody got a song they want me to sing before we leave so that I can leave with a smile? What are you singing, Mom? What are you singing? Oh, I don't know that. I don't know the whole song, Mary, did you? I can do I'll Be Home for Christmas. Okay? I'll be home for Christmas. Not likely. Just kidding. You can plan on me. I'm out of key. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents round the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'm really out of key. I'll be home for Christmas. There's my ode to Bing Crosby. If only in my dreams. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, those who care to, please help us close with a bit of spiritual nourishment that we also obviously need. Okay? You don't have to pray. You can just close your eyes and imagine yourself a Care Bear beaming out your heart of light to the rest of the world. You don't have to be religious to do this. Just because I say God doesn't mean you have to, okay? So I love you too, Joyce. It melts my heart. I would so want to be home in Canada for Christmas next year. Well, then you better come and visit, Brigitte. All right, let's take a nice deep breath. Hey, God, it's us. And I'm sorry, God. Please, please help me find my joy, even if it's just a little piece, okay? God, we're struggling. We're struggling this year. Everybody's struggling this year. So God, please help us be those shining heart Care Bears that just pump joy and peace and love to the world today. We can do it with your help. So let's link hearts and link hands. And let's be the light we want people to see. Let us breathe out peace to help everyone around us. Let us smile in the face of the naysayers and the negative ninny-muggins. Let us, with all our strength, shine into the darkness that threatens to envelop us. Shine so that everybody around us sees it and responds, so that everybody else wants to link hands and shine too. And if you want to be smiling and be silly, come on in to Cooking with Cannabis. God's going to join us there too, and we are going to have some Festivus fun. But God, thank you for bringing us together. Thank you for allowing us to share our love and our light with each other and the rest of the world. Please, God, help us to shine. Amen. Namaste. Peace be with you. Merry meet. And I'm going to go check on supper. And we will see you at Cooking with Cannabis within the next couple of hours for Festivus. Let us get our jolly joy on. And I have a surprise for you. I'm putting on my Festivus outfit. No, it's not clothes, but you'll see. Take care. God bless. I'll see you there.